Yes, we're back. It's the second hour. We're talking about healthcare. We're talking about gun control. We're talking about anything that you guys want to talk about. A lot of questions have come up. We have a that's going to be happening. Nothing in concrete yet, but we're looking at the 22nd of April. We have 4 candidates in District 4. You guys be ready. We have Mighty Max, Tay Wilder, Mr. Moreno Valley, Otero, Mean Sean Fortine, and I want you guys always remember and do not forget about the animal shelter. They are still killing those dogs and cats and rabbits and birds and whatever you take at a high clip. So I want to mention that as well. But Tay has been working, and she's been missing the show a lot. And we like her insight because she brings a different aspect to it, more calmness to the situation. So, Tay, how is the traffic out there, and how are the trucks pushing you off the highway?
They're driving me crazy. They're driving me crazy.
I mean, but your commute's what, 30 miles?
It's about 30 miles from door to door. It's first thing in the morning, these trucks on the road, and they're not lit properly. Their lights are out. They're out of regs. I don't know why there's not enough CHP pulling these guys over, but, no headlights. You know, their secondary lights, tertiary lights all out. It's like no trailer lights. It's just... Right,
but that is an interstate, so we really can't complain from them being on an interstate versus a state highway.
It's still a road hazard.
Yeah, it's still a road hazard. Yeah, I saw a couple months ago that one truck went off of the rail. He went off the highway and into the train tracks.
There's been 2. Oh, there was one a few weeks ago where a truck flipped and hit the median.
Yeah, hit the median. I mean, if you go on the 60, you see nothing but like broken down trucks that keep the traffic impeded. And it's just really terrible. And that's Belle. She probably sees the cat out there she wants to eat. But yeah, it's just a crazy situation. But Max, real quick, our resident student, and it's been hot out there. It's been Christmas is over. The winter time is coming. I gained all these pounds. What do I do? What do I do?
Well, it is officially less than 90 days till summer. If you ask Siri, she'll tell you we're in the 80s. So as we're traveling into these hotter days, especially in the Inland Empire, remember to wake up to a glass of water. Just simply because you need water, and if you remember to do it first thing in the morning, then it's better to have one glass of water than no glasses of water.
What about beer?
So for me,
wake up in the morning.
If you like to wake up and get straight to your vice in the morning, I understand. For every beer you have 2 cups of water. Keep it balanced. It's really about living a balanced life. So with the heat, if you'd like to be more energized and productive and effective, my suggestion would be to drink more water than anything else. At least half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 150 pounds, have half of that in ounces of water. 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water. Everyone's main goal should be to get to consuming efficiently and in a way that your body isn't sending you to the restroom every single hour, a gallon of water. The more water you drink, the more toxins you flush. And as you become accustomed to drinking that much water, you'll stop using the restroom every hour.
Okay, great. We've been seeing, you always post on your Instagram and stuff, a lot of pictures of your mighty horse legs and things like that. Now, I'm in my 50s, getting ready to go into my 50s. I'm never going to have, your...
Don't put limiting beliefs on yourself,
okay.
But okay.
Okay, but you know what I mean? I'm never going to be, some of those...
you don't want to work that hard to develop those at age 50. Understandable.
What do I do? I've packed on additional, let's say 12 pounds from eating through the holidays.
Right.
What kind of exercises can I do to...
you can incorporate a mile a day into your life, which you can
walking,
literally
running?
Walk it.
Okay.
It's better than nothing. So if you work a 9 to 5 and you're sitting at your desk from 9 to 5 every single day, and when you get off of work, you're so exhausted that you go home and you continue to sit down after you picked up your bakers because you were too tired to cook dinner, you're going to continue to gain weight. But if instead you choose to make yourself a priority and make your health a priority, and you want to live here to see your kids be successful at a comfortable place where you're not on a walker or walking around with a heart pump next to you all day.
I have a cane right now.
Right. Then my suggestion would be to get up after you get off of work and make yourself walk that mile. And once you do it, you'll realize your head is more clear. You have more energy to go home and be there present with your children or your husband or whoever you go home to, or with yourself.
So you're saying I should get a job at
The warehouse.
Amazon, so I can walk up and down, and I got 15 minutes to go over here to eat lunch and come back.
And for those
Yeah,
of
well,
us,
that'll only get you 3 months of exercise.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
and for those of us who do have active work days and you're looking to increase your results, if you walk around all day at work, then you know walking a mile after work isn't really going to do much for you. But maybe when you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is you give gratitude to whomever, whatever you do in the morning, and then you roll out of bed and you hit 25 push-ups, 25 sit-ups, 25 jumping jacks, 25 squats, 25 mountain climbers, and you do that for 5 sets with a minute break in between, I bet you'll see some changes in your body, in your life. And that wasn't an investment into gym. That wasn't an investment into going out anywhere. Do that on your floor, by your bed, in your bedroom. If you feeling good and productive and being healthy is that important to you. And if it's not, then don't.
You know, I've never figured out how people that sit on their feet all day working end up getting fat.
Yeah, I don't understand it either.
I've never understood that.
And Max, I started my supplements because it was a new month. And stuff like that.
Look, praise God.
So I'm on my regimen. The VA sent me a weight set. It's in my garage right now, so I stopped my gym membership. So that's $30 saved. And for somebody who's never been in the military, the VA sent me a weight set. I want you guys to. I want to clarify that.
I'm trying to get them to send me a new laptop.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly. So like that. So now I can go into my gym and do my little weight set. But I started taking my supplements, and I bought some Herbalife. And could you tell us a little bit about that product?
I will specifically talk about Herbalife.
I will be looking like Superman or
Rebuild
Batman.
24. Here's the deal. The product I've been invested in is Herbalife Rebuild Strength. It is not a meal replacement. It is simply a post-recovery shake. And so what that means is if he does want to pack on the pounds and he does want to get that Superman chest, not only will he need to consume that after lifting, which you should be lifting minimum 3 days a week.
Every day.
Right. For me personally, I do 3 days a week of lifting, 2 days of active rest day, which is hiking, walking, or twerking it out for my cardio.
Could you video that for us, please?
I'm actually going to be posting videos. I just posted a slow-mo video on Facebook.
Good. I'll be checking that out.
But it's, if you invest into getting enough protein in your body to not only sustain the muscles in which you have, but develop more muscles, then yes, you will look like that. But if you simply choose to drink the shake here and there and not take the time to truly make sure that you get in those calories and you get in those amounts of proteins, then no, you won't have results. And that won't be because of lack of the nutrition or the ability of the product to work. It will be because of your lack of consistency and your lack of choosing to place that much food in your mouth every day.
Wow. Okay, great. Well, there you have it. So those of you guys that are using that excuse of, I want my summer body, but I can't seem to get it. Now you got a solution and you got a starting point.
Right. And I love it when people are like, Herbalife doesn't work. Now, here's a disclaimer. No, it may not be the most effective product for every person. Maybe your body doesn't like soy.
Right.
Maybe you can't break down protein, even though we have a product, Aminogen, to help you digest protein better and put it into your body and make it work better for you. But it's not for everybody. But for the people who listen to their coaches and recommit, there's no way it doesn't work because I lost almost 40 pounds in months. You can't tell me. I put on 15 pounds of muscle. I look completely different right now than from when we met.
Right.
So you can't tell me it doesn't work. Lose weight, gain weight, energy, as long as you do everything around it.
Okay. Now, I hear you. I've been listening to your show on here, not the other show. You do like free workouts or...
I was.
Well, yeah, whatever. I mean,
yes.
do you still do that? Like if I want you to coach me or, where do I go?
You can go directly to my Instagram and we will set up something one-on-one for you. I always sit down with anyone who's local and I take their body fat and their measurements. I actually just had 4 trial packs go out last week. Everyone enjoyed their shake and felt their increase of energy. Everyone was excited to understand what the numbers really mean. Body fat, pounds, protein factor, how many calories they should be eating a day. They're excited to get geared with that information because, you may be doing great and you may be 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months into your personal journey without any sort of supplements, as I was myself, and down 20 pounds. What happens when your body is no longer adjusting to you just simply no longer drinking soda and stopping fast food?
Right.
What happens when you hit that point? Either you're going to need to really understand the science and calories and the science and enough protein and be able to build a meal plan for yourself, which people do, or you can choose to, for me, take the American way, fastest, easiest, most effective.
Right. Least resistant.
Drink a shake for breakfast. Right. Replace your lunch with a shake because you just go out to eat with your coworkers anyway. So save the money and spend it on something else, right? But there's people who cook every meal every day and feel like they're eating healthy and not seeing results. Right. There's those people. So what happens when you're that person and you're downing something that could help you, but you haven't even given yourself a chance to try?
Right.
Because you've heard other things.
Well, I've been looking at some of your clients and the difference in between where they started and where they're at.
Yes.
There's one girl in there I'm in love with. But I don't know what I mean, you would not have known that girl was that big.
Not at all.
Yeah, she looks like a totally different person.
Right. When you see me, you don't know that I used to have over 40% body fat on me. I think I'm this fit girl. I literally am arguing with people every single day to tell them I'm not in the gym. That's why you don't see gym selfies.
Right.
Because trust me, every time I get in the gym, I take a gym selfie.
Right. But you're a person. You used to be a cheerleader and stuff like that.
Right.
Even when
I was a fat cheerleader.
Yeah, you're a fat cheerleader. So
I remember the flyer.
Right.
I was a good ass base.
You were the spin base.
Right.
Yeah, the stand.
Throw her right up, hold her myself.
Right. Right.
But I wasn't, the.
So from here to summertime, I have until that time to work out and get where I want to get on average.
Monday through Friday. Invest, and I choose that word on purpose, an hour of your day into yourself. So that way when you're out on the beach with your family, and this is for everyone, right? Because this is me. Everyone thinks I'm just like so extremely happy with where I'm at, which is great. I appreciate where I'm at right now. But my goals are bigger. That's why I get to stay committed.
Yeah, well, you guys don't know, Max is working on her own television show on Centric. Her radio show.
Yes.
Max has got the whole thing planned out.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and I'm working on a mixtape.
Okay,
literally. I'm going to do a new, this is preview information, guys.
So you were really in the studio?
Serious, yes. I'm playing with you. So I'm going to do a new series on my Instagram called #MaxRaps. And it'll just be like a 1 minute, super funny, some of them will be raunchy, some of them will be vulgar, some of them will be intellectual.
Okay.
I appreciate the vulgar.
Yeah, I love vulgar,
Absolutely.
So I'm really in a creative space because if you do 4 things once a week, 52 weeks out of the year, something has to hit. The probabilities are too high.
Well, me and you are going to talk about it a bit later.
Yeah, look, cash up front. Cash up front.
Anyway,
cash up front.
All right. Now, let's turn to Sean real quick because Sean's got a lot of stuff going on. And so politically, I'm just going to ask you off the top of your head, you got 4 candidates. Who would you, if you could vote, who would you look at? You've got Diaz, Bernard, Idiot Cabarrus, Child Cabarrus, and you've got Commissioner Baker. What?
I'd probably have to go with Baker. Second choice, I'd probably have to go with Diaz.
Daryl?
Still undecided.
So undecided. Okay.
Yeah, it's tough what we talked about, and it's still
a lot of stuff needs to be revealed.
Yeah, unknown, like the Pacific Quest, like you said before. What are the issues? And that's it's a
toss up.
It's a toss up because it's still many unknowns.
Okay. Tay, do you have you don't have a dog in the fight? Well, no, you are in that district.
No, I don't. No, wait. No.
You're in District 4?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
You're in District 3?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were in District 4.
No.
Because that's on the borderline, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably why I thought that. So if you had a dog in the fight, what would you?
I'm right with Sean.
Commissioner Baker?
Baker and Diaz.
Diaz. Yeah, it's... but...
that's with the information that I currently have right now.
You're aware that I dropped a FPPC violation on Victoria Baca.
Yeah, I saw that video. I was at work. I had a nice hearty chuckle, but as you know, I don't bluff. So if I'm not saying I'm infallible. I could be wrong, but I'm not wrong about this. So, what is your thought? I have no comment.
No comment
about Victoria Baca.
No comment.
I
just not your cup of tea, huh? Okay. She's giving me eye contact about this, the thing. Okay, but have you reviewed her 460s, and you are aware that 16 businesses come out of the same address at a donation of $500 a clip, if not more.
I've said from the very beginning she has an integrity problem.
Right.
She has ongoing
criminal
legal issues. Mm-hmm. I don't know why people voted for her at all. Mm-hmm. I watched the city council meetings, and I wish
she's a straight Highland Fairview employee.
Well, the people that voted for her voted early and also voted often.
Yes. A lot of them are absentee.
Yeah. I just think that she should never represent anything or anybody in Moreno Valley adjacent. Right. I just no.
I mean,
absolutely not.
People say that I'm picking on her or whatever. I don't feel that I'm picking on her. I'm trying to hold.
Describing her.
Yeah, right. I just feel, we have a responsibility to hold our representatives accountable. And over again, this woman has an ethical criminal problem, and she's been elected, and she has never been seen in this district like she was before. It's like she'd rather go do
nothing.
Yeah, nothing over in the other districts rather than work on this very district right now. So,
well, didn't she interfere with the sheriff's DUI checkpoint in this district?
She usually does that, but she's laid off of that lately. So I don't know. Maybe she's put on another aspect. But
have you guys talked about the town hall, the mayor's town hall?
Yes, it's going to be at 6:00 tonight.
I'm excited too.
No, because it's going to be selective. What is your take on that?
He shouldn't be the mayor. He shouldn't be a teacher. He shouldn't be anything. That guy is. I hate calling people idiots because then I'm taking.
No. You're going to quote me, idiot. Go ahead. From the very beginning, I've never. Because when I moved here, it was right. It was election time, and I asked him a question. Oh, hell had broke loose, right?
I asked him, because he said something about his donation. He said something, and I said, "Well, what do you plan on doing for the city of Moreno Valley? I'm new here. Help me out." And of course, deleted, blocked.
Right.
That's great, Mayor. Appreciate it. And still, I'm still waiting to have my meeting with him.
It's been 10 months for me. So. And I went to the formal channels.
He doesn't answer any questions on his Facebook. I think I'm blocked from his Facebook. And then he posted something in Reno Valley Matters, and I asked a question again. And
silence, crickets.
Well, no, it was about the Planning Commission. Because that whole disaster.
Debacle.
It's an embarrassment. I just don't understand.
He's the mayor. He should be allowed to appoint whoever he wants. That's how it works. That's how it works. We put our trust in him.
When that guy gets up and talk, I have to put my TV on mute.
Yes, Raphael.
I have to.
Yes.
He's so, it's like, Mike, we hear you. We hear you. We get it. I just don't like the whole...
The bullying tactics of let me scare you to where you're just going to be so turned off that you're just going to be out of it.
I just don't like how disengaged the mayor is with the city. If you're not up his butt or not a part of this Highland Fairview clique, then you get no FaceTime with the mayor. And what city does that happen?
Right. He's always with his fellow employees.
And it just kills me that people actually voted for this guy.
We're not exactly sure about that, but
and by people voted for this guy, and he's just that planning commission set just tipped it all the way over. He's just too big for his britches. I don't know what his problem is. It's a scary situation.
This is an ongoing problem we have here in Moreno Valley.
He's not a public servant. He is
self-servant.
Yeah. He's lining his pockets and damn the city.
Well, I wouldn't say he's lining his pockets. What I would say is he is doing the will of Emperor Ito which is a friend of mine. And, he's being paid. He's getting a white envelope, Daryl. He's getting that white envelope and he's doing what he's got to do to get paid. I mean, if I was 30 years old living at home with mommy and daddy, hey, I ain't got no overhead. I'm just making money hand over fist. But let's talk about his campaign manager, Evan, failed to appear, Moron Morgan. This guy likes to simulate rape against women using homophobic, racial, and sexist tweets. And he likes to illegally street race. And he is a member of the school board. And you have a child
I have two.
in the school district.
It's just not a good representation of, one, how an adult acts, or how a school board member should act, how a father should act. He is a father. It's immature. And then he goes on stupid Facebook and
haven't we told him to stay his ass off of social media?
And he starts,
Well, then he uses sock puppet accounts.
Right,
and then he has his alternate.
It's the same writing style, just a bunch of accounts with no history.
Yeah, there's
And
no
the-
history.
And the sad part is he thinks we're that dumb.
Dumb. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Remember, Tay, he served in the Army for 10 months and he was an intel officer.
Congratulations.
10 months.
Congratulations.
Never made it out of boot camp. Never made it into the real army. But
Congratulations.
he's the one that is the smartest in the room and will tell other vets if they're veterans or not.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So
I don't respect. I can't respect the guy on that alone. You want to attack somebody's military service, then I highly recommend actually complete basic training, because I have a retirement certificate signed by President Obama. You have a retirement certificate, so I don't see how anyone who
CCF degrees. I mean,
it's not even that. If you couldn't even finish basic training
for whatever reasons.
for whatever reason, who the hell are you to say anything about anyone else's military service?
Well,
Shut your ass up and sit down and do absolutely nothing.
Well, I've got information from a credible source that wouldn't want to be named, but apparently Evan Morgan's behavior fits the description for a set of a pair of personality disorders that would automatically get you kicked out of the Army if they discovered.
Well, that's what I've come down to say. And then people say, well, and Evan sent a message through somebody like, well, you got to stop calling him that, simulating rape and stuff. He admitted that everything that was alleged against him was true.
But my whole thing about it is I have a pretty sick sense of humor. Mm. But watching those videos, I don't get how any rational, normal human being
and parent
would think that is funny.
Right.
It's not funny in any way, shape, or form. Sexual assault, nothing.
Wait, but he was working on a comedy.
That I'm sorry, any comedian, and I'm my friends that are comedians. Sexual assault is not something to joke about.
Yeah,
as a woman,
right,
and as a father of a daughter, he should know that that it's never in the realm of funny. It's
I still think it looked to me like it was making a video of like a fantasy or a fetish to
fetish
share.
video.
I mean, if that's how you get down, then do that behind closed doors. But
don't put it on public.
No, don't do that at all.
I mean,
you can't.
Keep it behind closed doors. I don't want to know it. I don't want to see it.
No, if this thing is kidnap and rape, then no, that means
right, that part
that cannot fly.
But again, it's the lack of personal accountability for the shit that he does drives me crazy. You're an adult. You're a father.
Yeah,
you're,
27 years old is not a young person.
I mean, you've accumulated enough life experience to understand that there's consequences to your actions. And if you fail to sit here and say, own up to your own bull, then there's something wrong. Right. There's really something wrong with him.
Well, Tay, it's just like we've talked about before.
And now I'm getting mad because I'm thinking he's on the damn school board
right.
and educational decisions for my damn kids, and he can't even govern himself.
Right.
Who the hell are you?
Exactly. And that's what parents...
He's the man people voted for.
And I'd like to speak to all of the people in his area. Why?
And like
I voted for George Shultz.
Yeah, and there's a question that he was actually voted for because this guy didn't campaign anywhere. But it's just like we talked about. They don't put you out of boot camp because you injured your ankle or you injured your foot unless it was completely mangled. Paratroopers jump out in training in the real army all the time, and 10% of all paratroopers that jump out of a plane are expected to be hurt. And they put you on CQ duty, whatever, that you heal up and you continue.
They even give you a prosthetic leg if they need to.
Right.
My whole thing is this: if he comes at you saying, "Show your 214," well, then Evan, I challenge you to show your 214 in whole, and I want to see your member. I want to see your member
code.
4.
Right.
If you're going to sit here and question somebody's service and how long they served, then ante up. Show me your member 4. And don't try to redact stuff.
Right.
Show me the money.
Maybe you two and a few other vets need to go down to the school board one day and bring your 214s and say, hey, where's yours?
I'm right across the street.
Right. Well, I don't even think it's the issue of bringing 214. It's the issue of, dude, you're on the school board. You've done these things. To me, he should have stepped down.
If he had any, well... He doesn't have a conscience, apparently.
Right,
so,
absolutely.
No.
So, and everybody says you keep bringing him up. The reason why I keep bringing up Mr. Moron is the simple fact that he is on the school board. He has admitted to everything that was alleged against him. And so I'm going to call you I'm not going to call you a pedophile, but I'm going to call you a man that simulates rape and, whatever you're doing.
Not just that. It seems like Moreno Valley has this stupid history of we keep electing these people that have no morals or no values, and they're in these leadership positions, these public servant positions, but they're only there for their own benefit, not for the actual freaking people of this city, and that's gross.
And this is what we're trying to highlight with the people of Moreno Valley. Look at this developer and who he supports. That's an exact question.
The bottom of the freaking barrel.
Right.
He
never picks somebody and says, "Oh, well, Donovan's going to do good for the community. Hey, Donovan, why don't you run?" And we'll do. He always picks somebody that has a questionable background. I mean, you're going to find this guy, Child Creveris, and people say, "Why do you call him a child?" He's a child, and we were talking about that before you came.
How old is this guy?
I think he's 21.
Yeah, 21, 22.
Yeah, because he just moved here, didn't he? Like a month or 2 ago.
Yes.
Yeah, let's vote him, people.
Right. Looking as adults as we are, and Shay, you're definitely not that old, but I'm not going to vote for somebody who just got off his mom's tit. I'm not going to do that. I don't even have enough life experience to make major decisions like that.
No, not
why?
at all.
So why would Highland Fairview back kid?
It would be irresponsible for any of the District 4 voters to vote for this unknown person who just happened to show up and
out of the blue, and is supported by Victoria Baca and Idiot Gutierrez.
I don't even want a business card from Victoria Baca.
That says a lot. And Tay's a pretty open-minded type of individual. So
I'll give everybody leeway. But again, it's personal interactions with people. No, thanks.
No, thank you.
Yeah, he doesn't have any. Maybe he's learned about political science in high school, but he doesn't have any experience like making adult decisions in the real world.
In real world. And this is what I'm saying. And I'm not just saying this about the child Creveris. Even Che Bernard. Where did you come from? We had the WLC wars. I mean, you weren't even in the WLC wars, Tay, but you were there and witnessed them. And you didn't participate, but you witnessed them and you saw what was going on, and the players that have jumped in and jumped out, whatever. And nothing against Che. Like I said, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or anything. But this is what questions people when you come out of the blue. And it's like, here I am, vote for me.
Well, and that's why when I asked her about her, her involvement in the city, what have you done for your district? But my whole thing is, if you want to be the figurehead, if you will, for your specific district, what have you done to help improve it? Have you been, volunteering to do things within?
I'm a social worker.
That's great.
I'm a social worker. I do that all the time. It's my daily job.
Well, that's great. We have jobs. But again, if you want to be the figurehead, what have you done to accumulate the experience within District 4 to get to this point?
Right.
I mean, what's his name? Gutierrez. He's a freaking teacher. Whose kids he's teaching? Thank God, not mine.
Right.
But again, that's his youth, the mayor, shows. And that whole planning commission thing, where he doesn't have to tell nobody nothing.
I don't have to answer to nobody.
That showed his youth, his immaturity, and his inexperience.
Yeah, does he realize he was elected? The people that elected him is who he is accountable to.
That's who you work. You work for me, everyone in this room, and to sit here and make a statement like that you don't have to
Explain yourself.
The hell you don't. You absolutely do.
He's not in Venezuela anymore, but people seem to think he's Nicolas Maduro.
See, that's what I don't understand. They bring these politics of where they're from. This is the United States of America. We don't get down like that. Again, I'm not a Trump basher, but the fact is, government does not work like a business. You can't say something and it's going to happen. That doesn't how it works.
Well, these people forget that words have meaning. Mm-hmm. They have definitions. So when you say the words, you have to be mindful of the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Well,
especially as a public official.
Not even in business. It's just it's like he just woke up one day and he got in his head that he's king.
But don't they all get Jesse Molina? He went through that phase. Okay, Tom Owings, he went through that phase. I mean, all these people, they get this power.
I don't think it was just a phase.
Well, yeah, he came in.
And Gutierrez is that way too.
And then Victoria Baco, well, I know better. LaDonna Gibson, I know better than you.
No, I mean, I don't like when people, you don't. Just because you were voted in that council seat doesn't make you, the subject matter expert for all things that are related to Moreno Valley.
Don't tell that to LaDonna Gibson.
I understand that you're privy to more information than I am. But again, you work for me.
Right. So no, that ain't what they think.
If you get pulled up the carpet, then you have to be a man.
No, maybe he's privy to more information, but there's this thing called the Brown Act where he is supposed to make it known to the public.
Right.
But I don't understand what's this guy. I don't understand what's his deal. I mean, you're the damn mayor. This isn't a fifth grade,
No, it's gone to his head.
Just like Morgan, he seems to be emotionally stunted at elementary school level.
No. What it is they are emboldened by Highland View money that backs them. The bottom line in this town is he who has the most money usually wins.
But no, it should be he who has the most integrity. If these people are more attracted to getting money from the one developer that we have, then what the hell is your purpose?
Their purpose is to make money and then leave. All these people that are talking about the warehouses and things like that, they're not going to be here in 25 years. I don't believe this project's going to be built. I'm going to be here. Daryl might be here.
But these blind followers that, have their tambourines and
white
on the ground
these are employees
for Highland Fairview, I don't understand.
Well, for some of them, it's like a total personality cult, and get more on that later. But for some, it's here to fool people and to convince them they've been fooled.
Right. But a lot of these people that are blind, like you say, these are Highland Fairview employees. And notice they hate it when I say that. If you're in public and you say, well, those are Highland Fairview employees, they get upset.
Why? Own it. You're
the fact is,
bullcrap, then own it.
Evan Moron, I didn't receive a dime from Highland Fairview, but I'll funnel $30,000 to my mom and then $5,000 directly.
Well, he used to work, maybe he still does, really do work for Ito. I think he still does have a W-2 from Highland Fairview.
Yes, he's a Highland Fairview employee.
But my whole question is, you know what? Own it. Stand up in your own crap and own it.
Own it. What's the problem?
What's there to hide?
Right, but he knows that more people are against Highland Fairview than are actually for them. That's why the WLC, Daryl, and you know this too. That's why he did not want it to go to a vote of the people. Because if it did, it would have got down. Simple as that.
I don't know. This city needs an enema, and we need to get rid of Highland Fairview. And that's just my opinion. If that's what drives you, if that's what motivates you, versus working to better the city for the residents, then you don't need to be in any type of public servant job in this city.
But people, what did we talk about earlier? People go into public service for power and access. That's why LaDonna Gibson, the minute she got on she stole the election from me. It was, she gets up there. Okay, what are you going to do? Oh, I don't know. Donovan, what do we do? What did you run for? Look, you're in Edgemont. Look around. You don't even have to ask me what needs to be done. If you don't even know what's been, it's about power. Okay, so if I'm Joe Sixpack, I've got $1 million developer over here.
What is he developing? I'll
wait. Like today. Yeah. Like today, I was with the golf developer today, talking to him over there in District 4. Here's $1 million, guy's got $1 million. We're talking about my trip to Shanghai. This guy's talking about, things that he does. And we're just impressed that I went to Shanghai. I was like, yeah, I'm just the average guy. But if you're the average Joe Sixpack and now you're hanging with these people that, hey, give you a $10,000 dinner. Here's a $10,000 check for your charity. You've got power and access. And that's what it's about. And that when LaDonna got to power
Or
and
in Morgan's
access.
case, it's about fast cars to go street race with.
Yeah, exactly. Even to this very day, LaDonna is upset with her constituents, her former constituents, because she feels they didn't go out there for her. They didn't go 100 for her.
Give me a reason to go hard for you.
Thank you.
Give me a reason.
When you're at a debate and you say, yeah, it was Donovan Sadiq, everything that's in the district.
I mean,
why would you?
if
You told everybody.
my whole thing is this: I need a buy-in.
Well,
I mean,
the truth came out that she was a bank robber. Who's going to vote for a bank robber? Who's going to associate themselves? I mean, anybody with integrity. Nothing against you, but you lied to me. You didn't know you were a bank robber. If I knew you were a bank robber, then this guy should have won the seat who has integrity and whatever. I mean, fundamentally, people want to hear the truth all of the time from their officials. They do. I mean, and she didn't understand that. Yeah, I understand it happened 30 years ago. But what happened years ago is affecting you today. That's why you're not in that seat.
well, look at Evan Morgan. He still does dumb crap. He's
Right.
still
And it's only a matter of time before the FPPC bomb going to drop on him is coming. So again, if you're listening to this show and you think that I bluff, ask Victoria Baca if I bluff. Ask Moron if I bluff. We have the documents. We're going to drop them. Simple as that. Any other questions? So,
No, I just wish we'd see people that got involved just because run for city council just because they're pissed off.
yeah.
Right now, I'll just use myself an example. I know I probably sound crazy when I get up there and talk, but to me, I'm up there the way I'm looking at it is I'm kind of like
The lone wolf.
what?
You're like a lone wolf up there.
Yeah, but
So
also
so
it's more like my attitude is more like I think of like Shrek and how he's mad that people were messing with his bog. And
right.
he just wanted to be left alone, and
Right.
all this crap was going on around him, and that's what he got so pissed off about. And
Right.
that's basically like me. I just don't want the city's crap affecting my house, and so that's why I'm up there and so pissed off.
Well, thank God that I'm in Edgemont where nobody gives a damn about this side of the city. Yeah, we have trucks going up and down the street, but not as much as I see in District 4, District 3, and in District 2.
Well, the thing about Edgemont is that everyone just bends over and takes it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I ain't taking it without a kiss. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
You're in the movie first.
Yeah, doing a movie, and do that. But Daryl, you're the Mr. Moreno Valley. I mean, what is your thoughts on the upcoming election? I mean, I know you don't have an opinion right now because you don't have enough information, but if a Highland Fairview person gets that seat, we're doomed.
Well, I look at it like this, as I said before, that it takes a person to stand up, and even if you show some opinion and you stand up on your own 2 feet and say you get elected, even if
Not going to happen.
No, okay. Hypothetically speaking, in an ideal world,
Right.
you will see people that, say for instance, some developer gives them money or whatever, and they stand up and say, "Hey, you know what? Because you give me money doesn't mean that you own me."
Right.
Like you were saying before, that I hope if you're helping me out in my campaign because you believe in me and what I do, but don't take it as that you own me because you don't.
Right.
But the problem is you have people who go along to get along and not standing up and say, you know what, this is what I feel. I'm in this seat for 4 years or 2 years or whatever, and that's it. If I get reelected, so be it. But I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in, and no one can control me, and I'm gonna be who I am. And that's the question. When you look at the candidates, you have to ask yourself: is there a candidate that's gonna be like that? Even though they have maybe questionable people supporting them, maybe, but you got to you have to ask yourself: we need those folks. Gonna need a fighter that's gonna stand up and say, you know what? You give me money, you don't give me money. I represent the people in that district, and no developer is going to own me. And they be honest.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. Okay, you have a council person that was arrested, took Edo money, was a Highland Fair employee, was recalled, had an FPPC violation filed on her already, has a second one coming down. When are people going to say, you know what, enough of this person?
Well, that's the thing about it, though. When you see stuff like that, because you're try to inform people, but people gonna have to take responsibility.
I think
it's so much that you can do for people.
I think it'll wait until the FBI pays her a visit and she does the perp walk.
Right, exactly, the perp walk or something. But you see what I'm saying in a candidate like that?
But see, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. But it's like what you say, it's after the fact. Like the kid, they get hit, they get hit by a car. And then all of a sudden everybody's screaming, Then what you look way back then and say, wait a minute, somebody was telling you that you need to put a stop sign there.
Right.
But how much history in Moreno Valley needs to freaking repeat itself?
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's an
FEPC
violation coming on right now. Right now, people should be saying, you know what, we've had enough, recall.
Well, that's
done.
See, that's just like you said though. How long does it take for the people to wake up?
When I lived in Corona, we were obviously having some issues with the 91. And we had our city council meeting, and people finally were pissed. And I never seen this many people that showed up. And they really held their council people accountable. And there are, some vocal people that really want to make change happen in Moreno Valley. There needs to be more people, and until it actually affects them, it comes to their doorstep, that's when people are going to care.
Okay, well, guess what? If you believe it or not, it does affect you, because if he gets that majority on that council, he gets to put his people on that planning commission, you're going to have an $800 million infrastructure bond, because I've been telling you, Sean's been telling you, Daryl's been telling you, you cannot build the WLC if there's no piping out there. You've got to put the piping in place first. To do that, you have to do the infrastructure. Do you think Ito Benvizi is going to pay out of his own pocket infrastructure?
No, he doesn't pay for anything. He
right.
Have to.
And by putting the infrastructure out there, having us pay for it, that increases the value of his land. And he starts selling parts of it off. That's why I do not believe this is all land speculation.
If we have an $800 million bond, there's no way we can pay that off.
No.
Because if we have it, because we only have a $105 million budget for the city.
You raise the taxes.
Who's going to pay it?
You raise the taxes.
There's not enough.
You can't raise the taxes for this area.
There's
sorry.
You do a bond. What do you call that? One of those junk bond type things?
Yeah, but still, there's a third of the people in the city are on government assistance.
There was an article in, I think it was the LA Weekly, where they talked about, how many millennials still live at home. Yeah. And I think Inland Empire was 45%.
Yes.
And I'm it's because one, the jobs are crap.
But guess what?
Two, cost of living is going up.
Yeah, but also, if you've got a city with a $105 million budget for everything, and you've got this $800 million loan, then basically your asset to debt ratio is going to be screwed that you're
absolutely right. See, you guys are talking common sense, but all I know is if I'm a developer and I get the city to say, yes, we're going to pay for this, whatever.
He's good.
My situation is good.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about.
But we aren't.
Exactly. Yeah. And what this is about, and we've been climbing the arm.
This is why I challenged the mayor and the council people to put the residents freaking first.
They won't do that.
I'll be damned if my taxes go up to pay for that.
Well, guess what?
I'm
Ito Benvizi. Even if I paid $50 million and I'm getting an $800 million return, that's a good investment.
For him.
Exactly. That's what all this is about. It's about him.
But again, I'm not asking to be bent over and screwed up. That's not my thing.
Right.
So I don't understand why it's so hard to do what's freaking right.
Well, there you have it. We put it out there. Stay tuned for the town hall meeting tonight at 6 o'clock. Please be prepared for that. Tay the Wild Wilder, Mighty Max, Mr. Moreno Valley, Daryl Terrell, Sean 14 and Donovan Seek. This has been the Hot Seat Radio Show. We're going to pick this topic up again, and we're going to keep warning you guys. This is not about you. It's about Highland Fairview, and I don't care how much you got to pay in taxes. And that's it.